continue along. We've got 6 games left. Memphis and Tulane next up here. AAC matchup. Tulane 7-point home favorites, 56.5 the total in this one. I believe that Memphis, they didn't win against East Carolina. They lost in overtime, but they did cover the number in defeat. I think that snapped, if I'm not mistaken, a 7-game failure to cover streak for Memphis on the road with that game against East Carolina last week. But still, they've not been exactly a great team on the road. I think in the underdog role, I should say, the road underdog role. And here they are in the road underdog role. They had failed to cover 7 straight prior to the East Carolina game. We'll see how they do here against Tulane. I'm not fading Tulane. Tulane's been my meal ticket. They've been one of my cash cows this year. No question about that. It's a situation where, for me, when I look at this game, Tulane continues to get better every week. I like the way they're playing on defense. They were kind of leaky on defense against South Florida, but when you get scoring at will, like they were in that game, it becomes a situation where, you end up being having a tough time with your defense, having that focus, that intensity for the entire game. So, I think Tulane has just been a team that I pegged for big time improvement this year, and they have not disappointed me. 6-1. What a job by Willie Fritz. Pratt at quarterback, solid. They've got a good in that. Tajay Spears is a terrific player on offense. Like I say, the defense has been very good for the most part. Tulane or nothing for me. Tulane or nothing for me. Now that it's up to 7, maybe I pump the brakes, but I'm not trusting Memphis. And look, Memphis think about Memphis too. Do they have any? This is where Memphis could let go of the rope. Think about how they blew that game against Houston 2 weeks ago. And then they lost a gut wrencher last week against East Carolina. Battled back, forced overtime, only to lose 47-45. They may not have anything left. They may be completely and utterly demoralized, as Andrew Carr in our chat says. Great word. I mean, to me, this is Tulane or nothing. Tulane's better team anyway. So I actually still might lay it. It won't be as strong as last week against Memphis because Memphis did get me. But Tulane is not a team I'm stepping in front of. They're that good. And I've only need one more win out of Tulane to cash their win total over. I have over 6.5 wins with Tulane. They just need one more to get it done. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Nice. Beautiful. I like Tulane as well. I stayed off them being on the road, laying doubles, but they just got the cover last week by 2 touchdowns. They'll be able to run it all over Memphis here. I worry that there could be a score late, or they might score a bunch and Memphis gets a junk touchdown, because I like this under a little bit, because I like Tulane's defense. I just don't know if they get kind of sloppy and it could get over. But 56.5, I'm looking under. And I don't love the 7, but that'd be the only look. You mentioned the tough loss, and they hang in there with ECU and lose. And they have a bad defense. They might be able to score it, but that defense can't stop anybody. Tulane just hand it off. I would just hand it off left, right, run down, and score.